Another 2 mothers and 2 children on the witness stand today during day 3 of the trial for a former Hamilton County teacher. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Chapman-Whitfield.
And I'm Joshua. I want to warn you here, some people may find the content of this story difficult to watch. Dwayne Sanders faces more than a dozen charges after investigators say he made inappropriate contact with children. They say this happened during his time as a teacher at Wallace A. Smith Elementary School in Ooltewah.
Well, today Sanders sat and watched while some of his former students testified and listened while a mother described the way her child wanted to stop going to schools. Well, that mother also testifying about the time she took her son to speak with investigators.
News Channel 9's Lily Butler was back in the courtroom today. She joins us now live to lead us off. Lily.
Kim, Josh, emotional testimonies throughout the day as we heard from young children sharing details about where they say their former teacher touched them, and their mothers telling the jury about when they first found out and how it's impacted their family since.
Really hard. We're getting there. Like, we're starting to heal and damn near feel this for a little while, you know?
The mother of an alleged victim of former first-grade teacher Dwayne Sanders broke down in tears, sharing how she felt after her son told her about something he called the Good Boys Club. We aren't showing her to protect her child's identity.
There's some of us kids, us boys, and we like take turns sitting on Mr. Sanders' lap, and he'll like pull down my pants and like look at it and then pull on it and like mess with it and kind of like play with it.
One young witness who told the jury he was in Sanders' first-grade class at Wallace A. Smith said he was a little nervous to be speaking in the courtroom. Some jurors smiled at him as he talked about his hobbies and pets, but those smiles went away as Sanders' former student told jurors that Sanders, quote, touched his private spot at school and said, quote, he would be sitting on his chair and I would be sitting on him.
Fear, a lot of fear, but also like disbelief because you just never think it's going to happen to your kid.
While on the stand, prosecutors asked the child if he knew why he was in the courtroom. He responded, quote, yes, because my first-grade teacher broke the law. Wednesday, defense attorneys warned jurors to listen for inconsistencies in witnesses' stories.
We're asking you to pay attention to the contradictory statements, the changing details, vague recollections, evasive answers, leading questions from the interviewers that you may see.
Both of the alleged victims who testified Thursday referenced this chair and said that this is where they would sit on Sanders' lap. In forensic interviews showed to the jury, both boys said that other students were sitting on this carpet when they were sitting in Sanders' lap. But the videos also showed that both boys did not reveal the alleged abuse the first time they spoke to forensic investigators.
I felt sad. And I felt like I couldn't protect him from what happened.
Just in the last hour here of day 2 in this trial, jurors saw another video of a child's interview with investigators where he mentioned his after-school program, saying, quote, when I was there, Mr. Sanders touched my private parts. Reporting live in Hamilton County, Lily Butler, News Channel 9.
Lily, thank you. You can catch up on the Sanders trial by reading about it on our website or watching our coverage on News Channel 9's YouTube page.